Today we have an amazing training. Today we have understand the compensation plan and duplication plan. My name is Clara Breihoff. I'm extremely happy to be here with you, and I can share my story with you, my 2 minutes story before Terry jump into the Zoom. Today we have the pleasure to have her as a host, and she will be explain everything the way that she's been doing this business and how we can duplicate it. Okay, so my name is Clara Braijo. I'm from Mexico and I live in right now in California, in Anaheim, California. I'm a blue diamond in the company and I've been in this amazing journey for 10 years. I'm a mother of twins, Nathan and Noah. They are my boys, and I'm happily married with the love of my life, Michael. And I want to share how I was introduced to this company. One of my friends, Tammy from Vietnam, she introduced me to this amazing company. I was very skeptical. I didn't know what she was talking about, but she was very persistent. So she invited me to the company. She said, Clara, you need to go to the company. I was working in a traditional business. I was a manager of a big company, and I didn't have any vacations. But anyway, so everything worked out. And the weekend that she asked me to go to the company, I was off. Okay, when I never have days off. So it was amazing. So it was meant to be. God put everything that I go. So I went to the company. And when I went to the company, I saw what Tammy tried to explain to me for 1 year and a half. And I just want to tell everybody that if you haven't been in the company, you need to go to the company because that opened my brain, opened my mind, opened my vision. I was able to see something at that moment, like I didn't see Latin people. So I was like, wow, this business is not Latin people. And I'm Latin and I speak English and I speak Spanish so I can connect with people so I can do this business. And I didn't know how I'm gonna do it, but I went back to California. I gave my 2 weeks notice, and I start learning from the beginning. And something that I love is the compensation plan because it's where I was able to see myself in the future. I said, okay, I want to be here. I want to be in how much the Blue Diamond makes. So I want to be there. I want to be there one day, one day. So and now I'm a Blue Diamond and I'm working on my way to go to Team Elite with all my team right now. We are working on that. Right now we are working on going to Japan as well. And everything being amazing because the reason that I joined this business is number one, because I wanted to be a present mom of my boys. And I they are 12 years now, and I just make pizza for them because I promised them to make them pizza, and I just make them right now, and they love it. So it's amazing when they get out from school. Um, my husband picked them up, and I serve dinner to them. And every single day, I'm very grateful because every single day we can give grace and together, and we can enjoy dinner together as a family. And I know that's going to be the best gift for them when they grow up, the memories that we build together. And that's amazing on that part. And now that we have the Prism IO, I feel like I'm totally new. I feel like this is a new opportunity. This is great because we all have a new opportunity with Prism IO. It's just a new technology, but it's a new goal. Now we're going for 1 million of healthy households. And it's just to be part of that, it makes me feel so excited and it makes me feel like I just start my business again. So it's just amazing. Let me see if Terry is here.
I'm
Um,
here. I'm here.
okay.
You did
Eh, eh,
great. Can you share the,
Terry,
what's going on in your team and a lot of things before you hop on? Because probably a few months ago, you were just totally focused on your team. You got the other scanner, and you and Gigi just went out there and just just going scanning people even without the prism. And how has that helped your team? Lily, you got like six BR in November, December qualify, and you were recognized with the Prism. Even at that point, only Team Elite like us get the Prism, but you were recognized. So can you share with, why you decide and what caused this whole expansion with your team that corporate is coming down again to in March in Southern California, Orange County to support the event for your team. Can you share a little bit on what is it that you do to really get to this point where you feel all this momentum with your team? And then I go to
yes,
the conversation.
thank you, Terry. Thank you for that question because it's amazing to remember what happened. Um, I I have an event and but I want to talk about it since from the beginning, Terry, because
Yes.
my sponsor and all my uplines, they moved to another company, okay? And then I feel like I was uh like a orphan, I don't have my family, like they left me. And thanks God, when I went to the company, Terry saw me and she was very, very, she was amazing because she gave me her hand she put like her hand here and says, "Hey, I'm I'm Terry and I'm your grand mom." And I'm like, wow. And she's like, let's work together. I'm here for you to help you. And I'm like, it was like from being like very down and depressed because of what happened to me. Terry brought me that light that I need to. I need a leader to follow. And at that time, Terry show up. It's like when the student is ready, the teachers show up. Yes, Terry? So
Yes.
so she showed up and I was ready and she told me, I told Terry that I want to become a team elite. And Terry says, okay, if you want to become team elite and you want that I work with you, you need to commit yourself and come to the company every single month because we have OTG every single month. And I said, I was at the beginning like a little bit like, how am I gonna do that every month to go there? But it was some months that I bring a lot of people, and it was months that I didn't bring. It was one month, Terry, that I didn't bring nobody. I was super like, oh, I didn't bring nobody, and I had to bring people, and I couldn't bring anybody. But it was amazing because that month it helps me to recharge myself and come back and keep prospecting. And the team it was growing because I never quit. Every single month I was there. And when I come back, I was so recharged, like Terry said, with the event that is coming out on April. I promise you, if you go to this event, you will have that fire up that you need for your business to keep growing. And then the company says, hey, it's coming the Priso Mayo, it's gonna uh, all the people that sponsor and build brand representatives, it will it will be the top 20, then gonna get one Prism IO. And I remember I was in that Zoom and I was like, oh, I want that Prism IO. It's from Force of Good, it's purple. I love that. I love it. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know how. I just said I want it. And then I start working and put it massive action, prospecting, like Terry just mentioned right now, prospecting and duplication. And the team start being on fire. And I qualified for the trip to Riviera Maya, and then I was in the from the top 20, we ended in the top 11. I love the number 11, so I was so extremely happy when my account manager Antonio called me and says, "Clara, you need to be here for the American convention because you and your team want the Prix Mayo, and I'm like, but I can't because I'm going to the Latin America with 12 people, so I cannot go to both. It was like a 2 weeks apart. But Terry says, Clara, if you are really committed to this business, you need to come to the American one, American convention. And being there, Terry knows. Terry was there. She was my cheerleader. I love you, Terry. She was there with Kathy, and they treat us like a, I feel more than Team Elite, Terry. I feel like you, like almost $10 million. I feel like that. Like, like everybody recognized you, everybody talked to you. It was just like a dream come true. And the company gave us pictures. They give us pictures, and then we went like in a secret path, like we went from the gym and like in a secret door. I feel like I never been in those places. Only the team elites and Million Circle people go there. So guess what? I was there. So if I was able to do this, anybody can do it. You guys can do it. You just need to commit yourself. And thank you, Terry, for letting me explain that, for letting me tell the story.
Well, I see thank you so much, Clara. And you see, yes, she was in a photo shoots and all of that. And I thought, wow, it made you proud because you know that, someone in your team in this business is like seeing your baby being like recognized, right? And that's the greatest feeling. And she walked on stage. I didn't have it. I have it in one of my PowerPoint, but I didn't have it here to share you. So we're very
Yes.
proud of Clara and her. It's all about her just go, right? She went out there and she's just got to take action. She didn't wait until the prism even come, right? This is like 3 months ago. She ended up qualified for the prism. So right there, we're very proud and of Clara and her team, and we know that many of our leaders here, her leader Martha, Dorca, Brenda, I believe. Who else? Gigi probably is somewhere scanning people already. So thank you so much, Clara. Appreciate
Gigi
you.
has a meeting, Terry, with
Oh,
a lot of
yeah,
people.
I know.
Yes.
That's where she's out there every night. And it's just so probably by Monday we want to bring up Gigi to introduce because she's like without new skin. Her health is totally, I mean, transformed, and she felt like new skin really saved her health, and she don't even go and sell like the whole life backpack. If they can't afford it, she break it out. She sell them different sachets, right? I want to show this. There's no excuse. I mean, this is the supplement of Rolls Royce supplement right here. Okay, this is the most expensive for new skin. I mean, it's a like Lamborghini, but she even sell them like separate sachets. It's like you can't afford. I sell you one, okay? And she ended up like I heard somewhere like certain months she sell like 3 boxes of life pack just by breaking them out. Okay. But that's unconventional, but that's just show you how much she believe in it. So thank you, Clara. Appreciate you. And tonight, so team, always remember Monday we have our team, call, different updates, announcement, or things that I felt important that the team needs to know right away will be, on Monday. Okay, so make sure you get all your people in because it set the tone for the month, for the week. Okay, get them on Monday, and then Tuesday, our presentation nights. And in a way, it's not so much for the guests; it's for, I've learned one thing. The presentation is really to, my priority when we go do presentation on Tuesday night is to train the leader how to sell the opportunity, how to sell, the dream, right? And that's my first priority every Tuesday is to train you guys, how to present because that is one skill that's going to separate you from those that make a lot of money in network marketing and those who just selling products that you learn how to sell the business, you learn how to present the business. And so my thing every Tuesday, I'm not excited, if there's only guests. I'm excited because there are a member that shows up and learning how to do the presentation, how to sell the business, how to sell the dream. That's my first priority is training, you how to do it, how to train. That's my first priority of doing presentation because I learned from a multi-millionaire, my mentor in financial business. That is the first priority when we do presentation. And number two priority is to sell the dream to the old leader that's already signed up, but they're just like, they lose the dream. And so the first one is to train the leader how to sell the dream, the business. Number two, to resell the dream to the team member. I know that on Tuesday we have some team member who haven't been in a presentation for a year. I went down because there's three. Thank you, Evelyn. You were on there three, right? And so I want to remind them why initially they're excited about the business a year ago, 2 years ago, or whatever it is, but to resell the dream. That's what it is, to resell the dream. And then my third priority, is to sell the business, the dream to the new folks. You guys see that? So it's important that you show up whether you have guests or not, because the moment that you can do what I do, that you can look at the 5-point presentation and you can go through that, then guess what? You're on your way to make a lot of money, because that's the secret is, able to present the business. Yeah, selling the product is okay. I mean, to this day, I don't think I'm good at selling the products, right? But, just selling the business where someone can say yes, that is your little mini franchise, right? Anybody who say yes into your business and ultimately become a BR, which tonight I go through the compensation, that is your mini franchise. And that BR will become like a ruby, become a blue diamond like Clara, become like a team elite, right? And that's a bigger franchise, right? So every time you're presenting in the business, it's like, hey, I'm duplicating my franchise. I'm duplicating my franchise. That's all it is, right? A franchise that you don't have to pay a lot of money. To me, from day one, that's how I see it. Any recruit is a potential franchise. And that franchise, can bring me, residual income of $500 a month, $1,000 a month, 10,000, one of my franchise, who's Ding Win, bringing us 20, 30, 40,000 a month, residual income. You think it's worth to present, right? And so, I, so that's Tuesday. And then Wednesday, because now every Wednesday is my day for the Lord, and I take the kid to church as well. And so then Thursday, we give you a break on Wednesday. I mean, Clara have an event with the team, Latino team, and that's the day where you can, if you have the scanner, you got to get out there, do your scanning, or do important things for your business. I mean, when people say part-time, part-time is 3 to 4 hours a day, right? And in this business, it is a business, so use that day, to build your business. And then Thursday, today, this is where we drill for skill. There's drill for will and drill for skill. Will is like, get you excited, get you, the vision and the motivation, but then the skill set, you need to understand the detail. And so Thursday is more like our detail day. There's Thursday that we're going to invite a scientist to go through detail about the products, or today's detail about the compensation, right? And understand the duplication, what you walk through when someone joined the business, right? Because if there's no duplication, there's chaos in your business. All right. So today's Thursday is all the detail on Thursday night. So put that down: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, team? All right. So let me go right into the information. I have a little bit. Okay, let me go through this. And I'm open for questions and answer, if you need it, okay? And again, don't expect to, like, learning everything, the first time, because I think the best way to understand compensation is when you actually get the paycheck. Okay, when you get your paycheck, your commission check, you look at that. Okay, now it's so clear that where the percentage come from, right? But at least to know that Nu Skin has a highest compensation a plan right now, in the network marketing industry. We have paid over, 21 billion I think $21 billion commission to the sales rep. And I truly believe, within the next few, starting in Japan, we will become the number one, payout. We pay out more, 40%, and we pay to sixth level of executive BR than any other company. No other company pays sixth level, and we show you that later. Okay, but as you can see there, if you can give me a quick minute, there's one slide that I need to put in here before. Okay. I don't want to miss this one slide. If you can give me a quick minute, I apologize. Give me a quick. I think I missed that one slide somewhere. Sorry, team. I'm looking for one slide that I need to show the where's the money come from right there. Okay, we got it. Let me see who I have here. I want to share for a few minutes before I Jennifer. Jennifer, I know I told her earlier today, I'm going to have her be more involved on our call, speaking
Hi,
and
Terry.
Jennifer, I want the team to know you because you're on the Zoom all the time and you're on our Vietnamese Zoom as well. And just tell them your name and what you do, and why now for you. Yeah, like why you're excited. I'm connecting with your leader earlier today, Tom and Charity, who's already, BR, having two BR. They're focused on running, for Ruby to Yokohama. And so just so the team can know you, because I know you're always on here. Um, and so share yourself.
I'm sorry, guys. It's nighttime.
No way.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to share my story. I'm Jennifer Doan. I'm currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, background come from traditional businesses. As you know, when you own your own business, there's you work until the work's done. There's no such a thing as 5 or 10 o'clock. You are the first one to walk in the store or your business, and the last one to leave. Been doing that for a long time. I've been in U.S. for over 40. It's now 42 years. Now 57 years old to be. The reason is that I came from a traditional businesses background, but as like I said, it's just very time consuming. I don't have time for myself. I don't have time for my family, especially for my children. I always looking for something, and then comes in a few years ago, my sister who called me up and told me that she needed me to look into this opportunity. And the common response, and that was me. The first thing I said was, "This is not for me. I don't think I can do this." So she said, "Well, don't decide yet whether you can do this or not. Let's go to the company, and then find out about it." Because she know me, I have to read into it. I have to know about it before I be able to share with someone. I won't say nothing until I know exactly what I'm talking about. So she said, just go. But then in my mind, I already said that, no, I don't want to do it. So why am I spending the money to go to Utah? Then she kept pushing and pushing. And then I end up getting my ticket with my husband at the time, who already passed over 10 years. But we got both our tickets at the last minute, and I remember it's almost $900 per ticket. We were there for 3 days, And then the minute I walk in that conference room with a lot of people, my husband turned around, looked at me, and said that if we are both crazy, I don't think all of these people are crazy either, too. You know, he said we need to listen to see what are these people up to. And I said, okay, well, we're already here, right? Might as well just sit down and listen. Um, as I was listening to everybody, they come from different backgrounds, doctors, nurses, real estate, you name it, staying home mom. Um, Everybody come from different background, traditional business owners, like us. And my husband was listening. And after the second day, he turned around, looked at me and go like, this is it. This is the second wave besides nail salon, that is happening right now. We need to join. And here I am all these years, um, more than ever, that I'm going to stay with No Skin and will last because of Prism and because of my husband who already passed, and this is his dream. So I got to make it happen. He left us back in 2015, April. So it's going to be 11 years coming up since he passed. As a single mom, for him, for me, for the kids, and the prison, I think is a big and it's a huge opportunity coming up for all of us. And never ever that I think that it's easier for all of us to join and start this business now. And you need to catch this wave. You would not want to miss this. And with the support been with Terry, Ben, and all of our uplines, there's nothing better. I truly, don't see why you can't succeed in this business.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Jennifer. Yeah, we know what happened, and as you can see, no matter what life throw at you, and you can always. She has our whole team, our whole community. We're wishing her, send her condolence, and we appreciate you so much, and that's the reason why I know this is a year for you to win big because you're being around. You've gone through challenge in your life, and we're still here, and we're here to support you no matter who we are. And we always say, the single mom, the individual that need more support, because in this business there's so much you can do as a single mom with the time and there she is, literally, I believe since the event, she's just constantly out there helping, bring in her teams. And I know that Charity and and Tommy, appreciate her work ethic, their own
Yeah.
cleaning business.
Yeah, thank you. I think I last this long because of you, because of Ben and Dean, Catherine, Dina, a lot of you, a lot of all of my uplines. I love it, you all, and you all are the best to me, always there for me when I need you, and always there for the team. I don't see, like I said, we all, the majority of us come from traditional business background. You do it all yourself from A to Z. There's nobody here to do nothing for you, but this is the best business. Copy and paste.
I know, and she's so talented. But I mean, like, I since we start working together in the last few months, and I'm like, I kept on seeing her coming on, but she don't talk. And she just told me today that because I'm an introvert, I'm like, so am I. Introvert is the best people in this business because, we're not about everybody. We're about relationship. We're about one-on-one that we care whoever in front of us. And I think, introvert and will make, that's the reason why we say like the teacher, the people that, don't want to be in the public eyes. But then here is all about relationship. And so I told you, perfect. We're gonna commit to helping transforming, you, Jennifer, and transforming so many of you on the Zoom here today, because it's not where we're at, is where we're heading. All right, so we appreciate you. And big things are happening, but especially, you have leaders that's on fire right now. All right, so congratulations, team. I want to dive right into knowing that we have the bill bonus, bill bonus incentive. We're so exciting that this is the last, all the way to March 31st, team. Take advantage of it. This is, if you are brand representative right now, or call executive, right? Brand representative or executive, you're getting up to 25%, okay? On your whole GSV, on your whole team volume. And I know that if right now Gigi or Clara or any leaders who are brand rep, I mean, if you, even you, Jenny, I mean, focus on going all out, with the plan I'm going to show you, 12,000, GSV, you max out at 25%, because, that before this promotion is only 10%, team. It's only 5 or 10. Now you get up to 25. And I know Clara has someone right now, he came back because he saw this, okay? He was like, what? I get up to 25%, on helping my, on helping my customer, helping my affiliate. And so much, right now, you want a positioning team. If you're not an executive, you want to get to executive, okay? So you can max out in March, okay? And still having this promotion, to the end of March. So that's for you too as well, Evelyn. We're gonna help you, okay? And so how you gonna do that? How you gonna get to BR? I just want to, recap so all of you know that, here in this part right here of sharing, sharing the products. We all share the products, and that. But when you focus on just sharing, you likely can make, a few $100s, or if you're have high follower, your social media, and your influencer, then of course you can sell more and make more money, right? But what I found out is, selling, I mean, you're building that volume, and retention that volume, but it's still only you, right? From the reason why many of us joined this business, because we want leverage, we want leverage. And I fell in love with, network marketing compensation plan, because I realized growing up, I've always felt like I'm behind everybody. I always felt like I'm not smart enough. And so when I came into network marketing, they say in this business, it's not about you doing everything yourself. You rather get 1% effort of 100 people, rather than 100% effort on yourself. And so I fell in love with the concept that, oh, so I get 1% effort of 100 people rather than 100% effort on my own. Because if it's 100% effort on my own, I don't think I go far, because I don't like sales. I never been in sale. And so over here is about building meaning that's where it is. You build, a team, and building bonus. So there'll be building bonus, right? And then there's walk away leverage income, which is the leading bonus. All right. And so as I break it down here, but if you look through the compensation plan, if you say, hey, I eventually, I first, I want to get to Ruby, part-time, averaging 500 a month, 3,000, 4,000 a month. And then, get into diamond, when you get to diamond, that's where average 10,000 a month. And guys, 10,000 a month, that's when most people from emerald to diamond, that's when I recommend you quit your job. Okay. But I don't want any of you quit your job. I want you to, hold your job. That's what pay the bills. That's what take care of your family. And then when your business, but when you get to close to a solid emerald diamond, then you can go full time. Okay. And then, I Blue Diamond Director, they're full time. They're all the time with Nu Skin, right? And so for me, when I came into Nu Skin, 16 years ago, I went full time from day one. Why? Because I have 13 years experience in recruiting and building. I didn't wait for someone to tell me to get on a Zoom. I didn't wait for someone to tell me to come to a meeting. I came in and I found out where's the meetings at. I show up and then I let them know, hey, I can help build, with the presentation. And then I immediately go out and do a lot of one-on-one meeting people, so because I already have that entrepreneur, capabilities for 13 years. And so from day one, I went in full force, even though my first month, I went to executive. I think my third month I became a ruby. My fourth month I became an emerald. My sixth month I became a diamond, and I went through that fast. And then for 4 years, it took me 4 years. It didn't take me, it took me 4 years to be a blue diamond. Because I continued to produce baby. But 4 years become a blue diamond. But I was a solid blue diamond. I end up, by the time I was a blue diamond, I was earning 40, 50,000 a month. And that's when I took 3 years off, to raise my three boys. And so that's where we talk about walk away income. You build it hard, you walk away and you continue to earn that kind of money. And so I want you to take a look and download this, keep it with you, visualize yourself, hey, this month my goal is to go, three, and when I sat down with Liana Hunt, I said, if you're serious about this, you want to, commit to this. I want to help you go ruby in 3 months. 6 months, I want to help you go emerald. In 10 months, I hope you go diamond, and then 12 month blue diamond. And guess what? It happens. But I told her exactly what she needs to do, right, to get there. And so again, right there, you're sharing. I want to recap, sharing right here. You get 4 to 20%, sharing these products, selling these, and we're not even talking a retail bonus. Okay. This is, around 4 to 20% on top of the retail. Okay. And then, you also, get 4 to 24%, referring, now 4 to 12% refer bonus. Okay, this is before you become a brand rep. This is for all of you that are just BR, okay, BA, okay, and once you get to BR, okay, and later I break that down what it takes to be a BR. But once you become a BR right here, you get a 5, you see that 5 to 10, but this month and next month, you're able to get up to 25%, okay, that's where the special promotion is. Okay, up to 24%. And then there's the leading, where, the bulk, 95% of my income right now coming from leading bonus. Okay. Eventually your biggest commission will come from the leading bonus. If you build the business, the way it's designed to build. Okay. So understand that, the compensation plan, there's a front, the middle, and the back end. When you get to this back end, especially here, this is where true freedom comes in. This is where whether you work or not, the money comes in. It's like the ATM machine. Okay, so let me go through this. First of selling the products, right? For example, a prism right now. If you don't want, by April where everybody can get a prism, okay? But right now, you only those that has a code, share by, only BR can buy it, or, someone, above you, they can give you a code. Yeah, the BR can give you a code for you to buy, the prism, right? So I want to say congratulations, Evelyn. She got her, today, this morning. Was it this morning? Or was it that yesterday, Evelyn? Right. So we're excited. She was on Tuesday, and then she called. I call her. She's in Alaska. I said, "Wasn't that exciting?" She's like, "Yeah. Oh my, can I buy that now?" I'm like, "Yeah. When do you want it?" She's like, "Now." I'm like, "Okay, not now. It's like 9 and 10 o'clock my time. So table tomorrow." But that's how excited it is, team. And so the Prism, right? If member price is $299. Okay, member price $299, retail $375. Okay, so there are people right now selling at $375. Okay, $375. That's a markup, a retail markup $75. Imagine that you can earn, a $75, retail, markup, and then we know that you were at least having the selling bonus 8%, on that total. So that could be another $24. Okay, they start at 4%, but I know that, if you guys would definitely get 8, because if you do more than 250, a product sales on customer, you will get 8%, on that, on that member price. So that's another $24. And so that's 99 right there, 99. I mean, imagine $100, on selling, a device, a device right now that, or a ring, in Costco is selling $300 just to measure. I mean, it's small like this, it's not even have AI, built in, like the Prism. Okay, team. So right there, direct customer, you can earn 4 to 20%, on what share, right? And so that's the selling bonus right there. Okay. And so as you can see here, the selling bonus right here, 4 to 20%. So it's really depend, the higher you move up. And your target, our team is you want to focus on having, 500 of customer volume that they're your personal customer. Okay, so for now, I mean, even if you're buying things for yourself, sign up your husband, your partner, or your children, and order that under the member, because that will count, for this right here. Okay, so that's right there. You get 8%. You see that? 8%. Unfortunately, there's technicality that we can't make it happen, on certain time, but that's the goal. You want to get 500 customer, because customer is very important in our business. That's maintain that give you, you know commission every month, and later the duplication model will help you generate the customer. Will show you what you need to do. Okay, and so here, even as an affiliate, right, if you do 2,500 up to here, then you get 12%. 10,000 above, you get 20%. And so if we have people in our team, we have a clinical scientist. I mean, she did over 10,000. This is Tui Jin. She constantly, giving people tips about, being healthy and all of that. And so when Prism comes out, she's right now is the top 10 seller of Prism in our team. And she's a clinical scientist. If you're looking at her, she looked like, a scientist. She's not a salesperson, but she literally sell over 10, 20. Every month she's over like 20,000 of direct customer volume. And so imagine 20%, right? 20% of 20,000, that'd be 4,000, 10,000, that 2,000 right there. That is volume that you can count on, because they're your customer. Okay, they're your direct customer. Okay, and so the affiliate refer bonus right here, moving forward is only 12%. Okay, 12%. And so if let's say we have Clara talk to me, right? And I sign up and I say, yeah, I want the Prism, and I have like 5, 10, 20 family member that I'm going to scan. I'm going to get them on health product. And so guess what? If Clara already got more than 500 customer in her, account, she would get 12%. 12% on what I do, right? Let's say if I generate 2,500, Clara would get 12% of that. She would get 300 bonus, because she sponsored me. It's called referral bonus. She referred me to the business, right? These days, people refer. I mean, you refer people to a good restaurant, right? You refer people to, a movie. You don't get paid. But here, if you refer someone come in and they, refer their family to buy the products, just like Costco. If Claire referred me to Costco, I start my membership. And guess what? Whatever I buy, Clara, I don't get nothing, but here she refer me. That's where it is. It's called referral bonus. She refer me and I generate 2,500 of my customer. She get 12%, right? So how many people do you want to refer? Guys, I want to hear how many people you want to refer and get from 4 to 12%. 4 to 12, okay? 4 to 12. They stop here now, because they have to shift some of that commission to the building, the BR. Okay, so 12%. That's a lot. That's still a lot. I mean, if that's just me, right? What if Clara referred 10 of me, right? 10, and each, individual generate 2,500, or even 500, whatever, right? But 12%, 12%, 10, that's 3,000. You guys see that? If Claire referred 10 of me, right? And so the question is, don't do it alone, right? Don't do alone. You can refer people, because when you scan someone, the question is, hey, how many people do you know that could benefit from this technology that we can transform their health? And if someone say, I know a lot of people needs to be scanned, then that's where I'm saying, okay, what if, instead of me making money, why don't I help go and scan them? And if they broke, they don't have money to buy the Prism yet, then you can go with them, right? And scan their family and then help them make commission, to buy the prism, and then they can go and scan more people. You see it, right? You see what I'm saying? Okay. And so, but truly, our business start, you really don't start your business until you're a BR. That's why we call life start as a BR. So here, a BR, right? Imagine that this month, and next month. Okay. So this month you need to get over to BR so you can benefit from up to 25%. Okay. So imagine this. Right now, if you are a BR, okay, if you're a BR and you do a total volume of 4,000, so your total commission that you get paid, this month, is 600. Okay. If you generate 4,000, you get 600 total, on the building bonus, beside the selling bonus, beside your referral bonus. Okay. You get additional $600, if you generate 4,000. And if someone right now generate 8,000, their total commission is how much? 1,600, right? Okay. And we have someone right now in our team there, this is for you to become a BR. 15,000, that's 3,700, right? That's building bonus. Okay. That's beside, the selling bonus, beside the retail bonus, beside the refer bonus that they make on other affiliate that they refer into the business. Okay, team. And so for me, it's so simple. You're in this business that you have a license to print money. Yeah, you have a license to print money because every referral individual that you refer to the business, I don't say the word recruit, you refer, because these days people refer people everywhere, right? Everything, like even when I set up my Airbnb account, right? And they're like, if you refer someone, to set up the Airbnb account, we send you $600, all right? And or refer someone, to T-Mobile, they give you, a percentage. Yeah, they give you a bonus check or something. So use the word refer, right? Refer, not recruit. Okay. All right. And here the back end. Okay, I'm just show you a little bit back end. Then I go into duplication model. The back end, because ultimately you want to be at the back end. The back end where Ben and I, where we get 5% only, 5% on anything all of you do. That's it. I mean, this is the leading bonus. And so our company, we pay all the way up to 6th level, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You see that? And here is 12. Back then, that's my goal, was having 12 BR. Now, many of we just say, 6, right? 5 or 6, right? I don't want you to limit yourself that way, because if you do 12, it will, double every level. It go down. That's the way it is. 12 become 24, become 48, 96, 192, 384. All right. And this is for those of you see this 3 years, 5 years from now, because this is going to happen. The first few years, you might not, because each BR, generate in their team around 3,000, right? So if you have 12 times 3, that's 36,000. You get 5%. That's 1,800 residual income. This is where we talk about, willable income. Okay. And if you have 24 BR, generating 3,000 volume in their, circle group, that's 72,000. 5%, that's 3,600 coming to you every month, right? 48 BR times 3,000, 144, 5%, 7,200. Now, let's stop right there. What if it takes you 3 years, for the third year for you to generate 7,000 coming in every month? Is that still okay? That's okay, right? That's why we talk about, you got to look at this 3 years, okay? And so, 96 BR, 192 BR, 384 BR, there was a time our team averaged around 3 to 500 BR. Okay, 500, 384 BR times 3,000, 1,152. 5%, that's 57,000. Right here, 57,000. As you know, that many other network marketing companies, they only cut you right here. They stop right here. They only pay you first level, second, third. They don't pay all the way here. Same amount of work, same amount of team building, but they stop you right here because they know most of the money is down here. But guess what? Ben and I, our 5th and 6th level commission, this is where the bulk of our commission that we literally, have residual income from. Okay, because up here, I don't do a lot of sales for me personally because I'm not good sales even to this day. And so we right now have like 8 frontline BR, right? So we don't make a lot on our frontline, but on third, fourth, fifth level, that's where most of our income. And as you can see there, this is a sample of what someone in our team. Okay, it's not ours, it's someone in our team. They share. They don't make a lot of money sharing the products, but the building. This is where like the circle group. This is the GSB. This is the BR. Circle group. This is where we talk about you get up to 25% this month. Okay, if you're BR, and we want to get those that not BR to BR next month, so you can build it big and earning the big commission. This is 9,000. That leader have all the affiliate, all the customer inside their circle group and leading bonus. This is their whole team, of executive. I believe that, this leader has a 200 BR in their team, generating 800,000 production in that 1 month. And 5%, their leading bonus was 42,000. Do you see that? That's the reason why long term, the leading bonus, this is where you can retire on. The leading bonus 42,000. You see that at that point, you're not selling a lot anymore, right? And then, so this where 90% of your income in, 3 year, 5 year from now, that's where it's gonna be, right? And so I want you guys see that, that's to show you that you don't have to, always sell a lot, okay? You gotta recruit, building, referring, and building your business and sharing the product, both. Referring people coming into, the business and then, sharing the product. You have to do both, okay? And I'm just sharing real quick, 2009, I didn't make a lot of money. I came in, I still tried to close down my financial office. I was averaging 4,000 a month, right? That's not even like full time. 2009, 6,000 a month, right? 11, 8,000 a month. 2012, 24,000 a month. You see that third year? That's like going 4 level deep, okay? And then 2013, 53,000 a month. You guys see that? In 5 year average, 1 million. Where do you go to do that, in 5 years? And then the next 5 years, 6 years to 10 year, we generate another 3,400,000. So 10 year, the first 10 year, we earn 4,600,000. You guys see that? And so, the first few years, even as a builder like myself, I did not, do a lot because I still have a lot of challenge. I still have to, close down and I have IRS on my back and all kind of crazy stuff happened in 2009 for me. Right. But, in this business, duplication is the key. You want to duplicate to the point where you irrelevant. Honestly, at this point, Ben and I, even if we decide to walk away, we're still making average, 30, 40,000 a month. But because of Prism IO, we don't want to miss out on history. And we felt like there's so many leaders in our team that haven't arrived, that hasn't had that solid, 10, 20, 30, 40,000, month. And so Ben and I said, we're going to go all out, for the next, 4 year, all out, with all of you, for the next 4 years, right? And so let's circle back, team, when we walk in, anybody come in, we want to let them know because sharing great bonus, sharing retail bonus, refer bonus, but you want to be a brand rep, you want to get to brand rep, okay? And just so that by April they're gonna change this, to 4,000, okay? So now you can have an opportunity to still be a brand rep at 2,000, okay? Because I heard somewhere in April they're gonna change it to 4,000 to become double, okay? And so all of you, you hear me? This month, you want to get to brand rep in March before it's increased. And so as a brand rep, the requirement is you gotta, generate 2,000 in your, all your customer, and all your referral affiliate. Okay. And then you also minimum have 500 of customer, your own customer, not your affiliate customer, not your team customer. 500. That could be your own sales. That could be your own what you buy. Okay. But it's how we gotta, that has to be under a member or customer account. Okay. So if you do that, total, you can do that in 1 month or you can do in 2 months. This is the 2 month, brand rep qualification. First month, again, you can break it down 250, personal sales volume, and then your group. you might refer, 5 people, each of them do 250, 250, 250, then there is 1,000. You see that? Okay, so there, the first month, second month, you do the same, 250 of your own customer, order, right? And your own customer, like you generate customer with that Prism, Evelyn. We're gonna help you go and scan and generate customer in Alaska. Okay, you own that market there. Nobody in our team is in Alaska. You're the only one. Okay, and so 250, and then you generate another 1,000. Between all your refer, all your new affiliate. Okay, another 1,000. Now you became BR. Congratulations! Or you can do it all March, okay, and then get to April as a new, because I know we only have a few days, into April, because April, beginning of April, hear me, it's gonna double. It's gonna be 4,000, okay, in April. So let's go. Let's get March Prism Madness. We're launching March Prism Madness. That you gotta get your prism and take a picture, and send it in our group text. Okay, we congratulate you. Brand rep maintenance right there. Okay, so I mean, when you jumpstart your business, I mean, get a kit, purchase your business builder kit. We have, a business builder kit. This one right here, before the Prism came out, it will really, overwhelm your health. With this whole package, you'll be definitely, 30, 60 days from now, you'll be in the purple. You'll be in the purple. Okay, if you take all of this, I'm taking all of this every day, right? And so, but if you don't have a Prism, we get the Prism package, get your element, get your new biome to cleanse out your guts, so the supplement can absorb, and then get the Prism. And I believe we're in the process of tallying this up to make sure that it's around 480, around 500. Okay, so you can jumpstart, with the kit. Okay, either this kit or this one with a few more products, and probably in a day or two, we're gonna have the accurate package with the Prism IO. Okay, so purchase your business starter kit, right? Because you're jump starting your business, and you're not buying, you're investing in your business. You get the Prism, and you're investing, and you're using the product. So your score, from when we scan, Ben and I just met well, we reconnect with a doctor, very well connected in the Orange County community. He speaks Spanish. He have medical clinic in the Latino community. I mean, we scanned him, right? And he was in like the beginning of yellow. He's a doctor. And so we're like, okay, doctor, you need to get our LifePak Nano, right? And so this morning I heard Ben talking to him. Ben was like, Dr. Tu, are you taking your supplement? Can you imagine that? And so this is the kit. Purchase your starter kit, right? And anybody that we present the business, sign them up. Get the sign them up as a member. Okay, sign them up as a member until they say that they're gonna do the business. Then we can convert their account to affiliate, because you need that customer volume for you, right? And so when someone you sit down, you scan, or we present the business, get them, you sign up their member account first. Member, which is a customer buying product at wholesale. Okay, and then only then, when they say, okay, I'm ready to refer people, then you convert that to BA. Okay, and then the second thing what you do is help them with the scanner. You gotta aim 5 customer. Okay, 5 customer. You gotta get 5 customer. That's the solid foundation for you to get that residual income coming in. Okay, enroll 5 customer. Five. I want you to think five. Here's on the left. Customer, 5 customer, and then enroll, 5 business as 5 refer. 5 affiliate, right? 5 affiliate, but sign them up as a member first. Sign them up and get them their business builder kit. Either the Prism, package, or the nutrition package. Okay, five. You guys see that? 5. You can do that in a day. You can do that in a week. You can do that in 1 month. Okay, whichever it is. But if in my early days, I remember when we didn't have the Prism, but we have the facial. I got like 6 Filipino lady together, and right after I present and I demo, they all walk away wanting the facial spa. Okay, so right there, it could be 5 customer right there. You see that? And so 5 customer and 5 affiliate. You sign up as a member first. Member, sign them up as a member, and get them their business builder kit. Okay. And then once, they say, hey, I want to do it, then you convert their account to what? To affiliate, right? And so that's the first step. Okay. That's the first step. And then, when you do that step, you achieve star affiliate. As a star affiliate, you'll be recognized by the company. Okay. And then you achieve also brand representative by just doing this, and they get their package, right? You achieve brand representative as well. And so your bonus here, we already calculate out the total commission, plus your Nu Skin has your free product, a subscription. And so you're able to qualify for milestone 1, milestone 2. You get $350 worth of free products if you follow this plan, right? And so the total, I mean, with your free product, with your selling bonus, you get over $598, of free product and commission. Not a lot, okay? Not a lot, but looks at step 2. Step 2, all it is you repeat, and at this point you set up your subscription, right? Because you're gonna use up that first, package, and you set up a subscription, okay? And then, again, you help these 5 people. You help them to get their 5. First of all, we got to help them set up their subscription on the second month, okay? Because they get even below wholesale price, okay? Subscription. And then, you do the same. You help them, get their 5 customer. You help them get their 5 customer, right? Each of them get their 5 customer. Each of them refer 5 people, 5 affiliate. But when you do that, because they're just repeating you, they just duplicate you. That's all. You did 5 customer, 5 affiliate. They did 5 customer, 5 affiliate. At this point, guess how much you're going to earn? At this point, you're going to earn 5,700. I need a clap. 5,700. Okay. You can do this in 1 month. You can do this in 3 months. 2 months. You can do this in 3 months. Okay. And when you do that, you would definitely qualify for Japan, Yokohama, because at this point, all your 5 affiliate, they will become 5, BR. They will become 5 BR, and you will, become a ruby. You will become a ruby, and with all that volume, you will, generate right here, 50 something points. You will go to, Yokohama right now. This one, in the next day or 2, OTG is revising because they have to add in, the new product, the new Prism package, okay, and the qualification for 4,000 to be BR. So right now, team, this is your opportunity this month to wrap up. If you already closed, if you already generate 1,000 or 1,500, let's go 2,000, so you can be BR going into March, okay, and so you can qualify for that the bonus, the up to 25%, BR bonus instead of 10, okay, almost more than double. All right. And so a lot of things happening, right now, you all have first move advantage. No, out there, they cannot even buy the Prism yet. Okay. The only one that get to buy is the one with the code. This is your future right here. This is the future personalized wellness, and everybody, the whole company around the world is so excited about this. I was on the call yesterday on India with our India team. They're like, they need 5 Prism already. Buck, the president of North America called on our team call last week, and he said that there are network marketing company calling up Nu Skin, said we want to buy a few thousand Prism. Can we have it? And you know what he said? No. That is just only for our Nu Skin leaders. Can you imagine that? Other company calling Nu Skin want to buy thousands of these Prism for their nutrition company. And so that's why we're very lucky, team. Again, I want to tell you why now, why you should be, because if you just have 50 Prism, 50 Prism, in your team, with 10 customer only, 10 customer, that's your 2,500 leverage. If you have just like 25, then that's almost like 1,700, right? But 50, that would generate you 2,500 leverage income. And if you have like 100, here's 500, that's 25,000 leverage income. You guys see that? So the question is how much, because Nu Skin, 10 million healthy household in the next, by 2030, 10 million healthy household, right? And so, we're excited about our future. We challenge you all to be all in, okay? All in, all right? Okay, team, let's be all in, okay? Let's all in, team. We see you in Yokohama. Yokohama, team.